Isang problema ang dapat ng security.
Gateways Institute of Science and Technology. GIST was established the year 1994, and for 27 years, it is trusted to deliver quality education in five notable cities, namely Pasig City, located at second floor Chowking Building, MH Del Pilar Street, corner Coruncho Avenue, San Nicolas, Pasig City. Antipolo City, located at Coga Gate 2, Barangay Bagong Nayon, Marcos Highway, Antipolo City. Mandaluyong City, located at third floor former Jollibee Calentong, corner General Calentong Street and Shaw Boulevard, Barangay Daang Bakal, Mandaluyong City. Quezon City, located at second floor Herminia Building, near Fairview Center Mall, Barangay Greater Fairview, Commonwealth Avenue, Quezon City. And San Fernando City, Pampanga, located at third floor PSP Building, Jose Abad Santos Avenue, North Walk, Barangay Dolores, San Fernando, Pampanga. This institution is registered to the Department of Education with permit to operate senior high school programs like ABM, or Accountancy, Business and Management, HUMS, or Humanities and Social Sciences, HE, or Home Economics, with specialization in cookery, food and beverage services, bartending, and bread and pastry production. ICT, or Information and Communications Technology, with specialization in computer system servicing and computer programming. GIST is also a Center of Technical Development certified by TESDA, or Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, to offer courses namely Information Technology System under TESDA Program of Computer System Servicing NC2, Hotel and Restaurant Services under the TESDA Programs Cookery NC2, Food and Beverage Services NC2, Bread and Pastry Production NC2, and Bartending NC2. In our pursuit to continuously provide quality services, we at GIST are very proud to share serious commitment in all of our undertakings through the development and implementation of Quality Assurance Management System. This initiative was already recognized by Technical Education and Skills Development Authority and awarded GIST as the first TVI in National Capital Region to receive Star Level 1, Center of Technical Development. We at GIST undertake to develop globally competitive skilled workers possessing multifaceted personalities, respect for professional and social ethics, and national values through global standard of education. We focus into the holistic development of every student to become viable in the global arena. In-demand system and discipline. Students are trained to be skillful in their respective field of endeavor, based on the needs of the industry. Satisfaction of customers. In GIST, quality education need not be expensive. For that reason, all senior high school voucher recipients are entitled for no top-up, no down payment, no monthly fee, no hidden charges, and free 3 sets of uniforms if face-to-face classes permit. Technological advancement. We consider students' prominent technical talents and skills aligned with progression. Their talents are showcased in various skills competitions. GIST is in its remarkable triumphs as it proves its commitment to excellence for we officially represented the National Capital Region for the Philippine National Skills Competition held last December 2021 and bagged the Medallion of Excellence in both restaurant services and cooking. From here on, GIST can aim higher, do better, and achieve greater. GIST is now even more empowered with its partnership with the world's best learning management system, the NEO-LMS, the premier learning management system used globally.
Saan natin
GIST
pwede
students
makicharge?
can make use of NEO-LMS for free,
Ano?
with no top-up or
Iiputan mo na
additional
di.
cost to their voucher and cost to their current mission and miscellaneous fees. To aid our challenge stakeholders, both students and parents, who cannot access the online distance learning, GIST also provides modular distance learning modality, together with the advanced online distance learning modality through NEO-LMS and improved modular distance learning modality. GIST will make education's new normal a better one. For your queries, please contact us through the following platforms. And reserve a slot through our online reservation using the following links. So what are you waiting for? Be a part of emergent family of GIST. GIST will be of service as its advocacy, your technological partner to global competence.
Lord, I offer my life to you, everything I've been through. Use it for your glory, and Lord, I offer my days to you, lifting my praise to you as a pleasing sacrifice. Lord, I offer you my life. Let's sing it. Lord, I offer my life to you, everything I've been through. Use it for your glory, and Lord, I offer my days to you, lifting my praise to you as a pleasing sacrifice. Lord, I offer you my life. Things in the past, things yet unseen, wishes and dreams that are yet to come true. All of my hopes and all of my plans, my heart and my hands are lifted to you. Lord, I offer my life to you, everything I've been through. Use it, Lord, use it for your glory. And Lord, I offer my days to you, lifting my praise to you as as a pleasing sacrifice. Oh, yes. Lord, I offer you my life. Sing it together. Lord, I offer, and Lord, I offer my life to you. Everything I've been through, use it, Lord. Use it for your glory. And Lord, I offer my days to you, lifting my praise to you as a pleasing sacrifice. Lord, I offer you my life. Lord, I offer you my life. Oh, yes.
Welcome to the TESTA online program. This is Netiquette, Basic Internet Etiquette for e-learning. Before we start with this course, let's go through the basic guidelines in e-learning. Just like in face-to-face learning, to succeed in a virtual classroom, you have to follow instructions, study hard, attend your classes, take notes, submit requirements on time, and participate in activities and discussions. Of course, all forms of dishonesty are still unacceptable and have similar consequences. At the same time, e-learning is different. We don't always get to see each other's faces, our expressions, gestures, and even hear the tone of how we speak, which are important nonverbal cues of communication. So, how do we make sure that we get to communicate and interact effectively with facilitators and learners in our e-learning classes? Well, with Netiquette. Netiquette, or Internet etiquette, is the proper and acceptable behavior in the Internet. It's how we conduct and engage in the online world. Basically, it's manners for the virtual society, and in our case, proper conduct in our e-learning courses. Here are the basic e-learning etiquette that we must observe in the duration of this course. Number 1. Be respectful. Always be respectful and considerate of your fellow netizens when communicating through email, discussion boards, chat rooms, and audio-video conferences. In addition, also be mindful of personal beliefs, backgrounds, spaces, and privacy. Number 2. Take e-learning seriously. As they say, what you put in the internet stays in the internet. Your conduct in the internet reflects who you are, and the same goes to e-learning. That's why it is important to think before you click. Always remember, review and edit before you send or post anything. Number 3. Be presentable. Present yourself properly in all the different platforms. If you will be seen or heard, wear appropriate clothes and make sure that your space is devoid of distractions such as inappropriate backgrounds and loud noises. Number 4. Read first. Read first instructions and scroll through threads before you comment. Do not ask what has already been stated. Ensure that you understand the context of what you are replying to. If you want to clarify something, make sure it hasn't been asked or said before. There might be things that you might have missed, so go through the thread or the text. If things are still not clear, then you may seek clarification. Number 5. Use proper language. When communicating online, please use proper language. Be clear and concise. Check your spelling and grammar, and avoid text speak and slang terms. Number 6. Mind your expressions. Expressing ourselves is very important. However, in the online world, there are times that we can be misinterpreted. Be careful with what you say and how you say it. Do not use caps lock. This can be considered as yelling. As mentioned earlier, use proper language. Also, avoid using emoticons, humor, and sarcasm. This may be interpreted differently. Others may not get it, and some may find it offensive. In addition, choose your words and tone down strong language. Difference in opinion can be settled through calm and courteous language and proper explanation. Number 7. Cite your sources. Ensure that you give credit when you reference something, especially when using quotes and ideas. Please practice proper citation and do not plagiarize. Number 8. Be precise. Be direct, objective, and brief with your comments. Stay on topic and avoid posting or commenting on things not connected to the subject at hand. Number 9. When providing a comment or opinion on a discussion topic, explain your stand and clarify what it means. Support your answer with proper references, but don't forget, be precise. Number 10. Identify what and whom you are referring to. In discussions, topics and comments may overlap. When you are commenting, always refer to the topic and to whom you are addressing the message or comment to. Example, Hi Carla, regarding what you said about LO5, I agree with you. I think we can develop a rubrics for that. Number 11. Use standard fonts. Avoid fancy and stylized fonts as this can be distracting. In addition, use proper text sizes. 10 to 12 points are acceptable. Number 12. Prepare for your activities and be on time. Prepare for synchronous activities such as audio-video conferencing and scheduled discussions. Be on time. Respect the time and bandwidth of others. Number 13. Wait for your turn. During audio-video conferencing and live discussions, allow others to finish their statements. Mute your microphone when it is not your turn. Notify the facilitator if you want to speak through the chat feature and wait to be recognized. And lastly, number 14. Secure confidential information. Do not share your passwords to anyone and regularly update it. Do not send or share confidential information, most especially in informal platforms. There you go. Keep this in mind and I'm sure you'll succeed in your e-learning course. What are we waiting for? Let's start this class.
Good afternoon. Good morning po.
Good morning,
Good
ma'am.
morning. Good morning.
Good morning, dear scholar. Buti naka-attend si Ma'am Elon. Di ko na... Anong sinasabi mo, ma'am? Naka-mute po kayo. Okay po, so mag-attendance po si Ma'am Jubel. Say present po as I call your name po. Nakikita po ba ang aking sinishare?
Yes po.
Yes po.
Stop po muna po para at least makapag-attendance po si ma'am. Let me inform you, dear scholars, that this Zoom class is recorded po through YouTube and through cloud. Naka-record din po ito. Okay, first for batch 3, say present as I call your name. Adranida, Rachel
Present
Ann.
po, ma'am. Present po.
Barsatan Mary Jane. Nalinig, ma'am.
Present po.
Kadaraw Charmaine. Dito po ba si Ma'am Kadaraw Charmaine? Hindi pa po kasi to ma-attend ng klase natin. Wala pa rin po siyang pirma sa ating mga documents. Wala pa siyang pirma ng voucher, wala pa po siyang pirma ng ating attendance. Ito po si Miss Kadaraw Charmaine. Clasio Maria Francia.
Present po, ma'am.
Dakaymat Florence.
Present po.
David Riza. Habaan ni Riza. Haraba Priscilla Ruth.
Present
po. Present po, Haraba.
Okay. Wait po. Lang po kasi okay. Habaan ni Riza, Haraba Priscilla Ruth, Haza, Jermaine Ann, Juanillo Catherine,
Present, ma'am.
Ortega Joyce Ann,
Present, ma'am.
Badil Bessie,
Present po.
Paliada Chris Ann K,
Present po.
Capiliera Eliza Grace, Kiambao Janet,
Present po.
Tiros Carmilea.
May gloves, may online pala ka.
Ma'am, wala pa rin po kasi kayong pirma sa voucher sa attendance. Reyes Randolph,
Present, ma'am.
Juanilia Charmaine,
Present po.
Tangilan Jenny Rose, Solano Maria Revi,
Present, ma'am.
Morris Fidel,
Present po.
Tolo Daryl Charlene, Vegas Jen Ella. Wala po. And then for my batch 4, Almerol Keisha Irish, Almerol Zara Jane,
Present po.
Arucan Maria Cristina, Baldemora Rosemary, Balinado Maria Cristina,
Present, ma'am.
Batukan Kitsi, Gabi Orlando, Daaton Nanette.
Present po, ma'am. Daaton.
Pakimute po ang ating mic, Ma'am Alice. Dalisay Wilma, you hear Ma'am Dalisay? Sparagoza Marimel, Garcia Elon, Gomez Alice,
Present po.
Ibanez Amelita, Ison Maria Monica, Viagas Christine,
Present po.
Lantayaw Elizabeth M, Rosaria Marivic,
Present po.
Manalo John Patrick, Noguera Jenny Rose, Rangkudo Rayan. Saan na po si Sir Rangkudo? Nandito. So hoping makapasok po yung aking mga nababanggit na wala pa pong mga napirmahan documents. O hoping po makapasok na po sila. Dahil nga, of course, nakadalawang luto na po tayo. So yung pong aking batch 4 o'clock to 8 or 6 o'clock to 8, yung pong dalawang batches na yon, sila po ay walang klase ng September 2. Tanging 7 hanggang 4 lang po ang may klase. Resume po ng class ng lahatan ay ng 4 to 8 would be on September 3. San Pedro Janine? O Janine?
Present po.
Valiente Janice?
Present, ma'am.
Mamila Arcado?
Present, ma'am.
Sekian Lising? Okay po, mag-start na tayo. Yes po, Ma'am Jenny Rose.
Present po ako, ma'am. Di ko pa narinig ito.
Okay po, noted po dyan.
Thank you po.
Okay. Yes, Darrell?
Ma'am, present din po ako, ma'am.
Opo, noted po doon.
Salamat po.
Nakita po ang sinishare ni Ma'am Jubel?
Yes po.
Okay, we're going to start na po with our discussion. Then uulitin po ito most probably September 7 or September 8 po. Let's start. I have here the first slides. Okay, for the interview. So para saan po ito? Matapos or after po ng inyong assessment, bilang lang tayo, for example, about 3 days to 5 days, then someone from TESDA would going to call you. Ano po ang mga itatanong? Ang tanong una is mag-training po ba kayo? Hello? Hello? Pwede po bang makausap si Ma'am Jubel? Yun ang tanong. Yun ang unang sasabihin. Si Mr. Jose po ito ng TESDA Pamamarisan. So ask ko lang po kung nag-training po ba kayo? O ano isasagot ninyo kung nag-training po ba kayo?
Opo. Nag-training po.
Yes po.
Nag-training kayo, tama po. Tatanungin kayo, ano po bang qualification? O under po ako ng step. Kasi di ba, pinag-usapan natin during orientation, ano ba yung iba't ibang uri ng mga training na kinakandak ng TESDA? Di ba, meron TWSP, meron tayong step. So kayo ay under ng step BPP-NC2. Bakit po natin dapat i-indicate? Dapat ito ay may BPP-NC2. Step BPP-NC2. Meron po kasing step, sabihin natin pastry making. May step cake making. May step na bread making. Leading to bread and pastry production NC2. Meron pong ganong uri ng training na under ng step. Kumbaga, bawat core, bawat unit of competency po ng bread ay hinahati. Bread, cookery, meron pong ganon. Na kung saan ay under ako ng step pero hot meals lang. Under ako ng step, cold meals lang. Yun lang yung aaralin ninyo. Pero dito po sa atin, dahil kayo ay under po ng step BPP-NC2, ibig sabihin, full qualification po ang inyong tinetrain. Nakakaintindihan po ba? So, pag tinanong kayo, what date is your training? Kailan daw po ba ang training ninyo? Ano po ang isasagot? Kailan po ang training ninyo? Kailan nagsimula?
August 11 to September 13.
Tandaan ninyo, nakasulat po yan. Saan po nakasulat yan?
Dun sa schedule po na pinigay.
Sa voucher po.
Sa voucher, nakasulat siya. Nakasulat din po yan saan? Sa training plan natin. Di ba may isinend ako na training plan sa inyo? Kung pwede nyo kopyahin yon, pwede nyo po yung isulat. Kailan yung start, kailan yung ending. So, next natin. How is the training being conducted? Kami po ay under ng, parang ito po yung learning modality na tinatanong. Di ba sa public school or sa private school, anong learning modality po ang itong pinapasukan natin ngayon? Anong learning modality na tinatanong? Tapos sa public tsaka sa private school ngayon, diba sinasabi meron pong sabi natin hybrid, meron tayong blended, meron tayong face-to-face. So yun yung mga uri na ng training na or mga pamamaraan ng training ngayon sa school. So tayo naman, tayo ay under ng blended training. Ano yon? Meron tayong online at meron tayong face-to-face. Ang tanong pa natin is, ang tanong dito, how the training being conducted? So pwede nyo Englishin, pwede nyo Tagalogin. Kami po ay under ng blended training. Combination po ng online class at ng face-to-face class. So, ito po yung taga-TESDA po, tumatawag sila sa cellphone nyo, sa telepono ninyo. Mari pong dun tumawag. Hindi yan tatawag po through messenger Then sila din po ay may message lang. Then sasagutin nyo lang po yung tanong. So randomize po ang tinatawagan. Hindi ko masasabi na, si Ma'am Solano, si Ma'am Tina Belinado, si Ma'am Juanilio, si Ma'am Elon, si Sir, sabihin natin, si Sir Kabig. Kayo lang po yung mga tatawagan, mag-ready po kayo. Hindi po. Wala pong binibigay sa amin na feedback ang TESDA na, ito lang ang mga tatawagan, pakihanda. Hindi po, random ang ginagawa nilang pagtawag. Makikita na lang namin sa GC. Tinawagan na ba kayo? Sabi nung isa, tinawagan ako, ito yung mga tinanong sa akin. Random din ang mga tanong. Ibig sabihin, itong mga pinag-uusapan natin ngayon, maaaring 5 lang dyan ang itanong. Maaaring lahat dyan itanong. Maaaring 2 lang dyan ang itanong. So, it depends upon dun sa caller kasi hindi lang naman iisang taong tumatawag from TESDA. Okay, next natin. What are the tasks during your online class? Ano ba ang mga pinagawa ni Ma'am Jobel? So, pakimute muna po ang ating mga mic para at least maging clear, hindi masakit sa tenga, lalo na po yung iba na naka-headset po. Ma'am Tina Balinado, pakimute ang mic. Maraming salamat. So, ano ang mga tasks during online class? The question is, did Ma'am Jobel discuss? Did I discuss all of the topic na natin during the basic, common, and core? Did I discuss? Kasi nakalagay dito, nag-discuss daw.
Yes po.
Next, did I give you quizzes?
Yes,
Yes
ma'am.
po. Yes, ma'am.
Did I let you answer niyo LMS?
Yes po.
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay, so ano ang mga tasks natin during online class? We have our discussion, quizzes, and answer niyo LMS. During your asynchronous or synchronous?
Asynchronous po.
During asynchronous, you need to answer niyo LMS. During synchronous, you need to attend Zoom class and have the discussion with Ma'am Jobel and answer some of the quizzes, right?
Yes po.
Yes po.
O, tandaan niyo po ito kasi tatanungin kayo. Hindi ko po masasagot na, ito lang yung tatanong sa'yo, sir, sa Larzon. Hindi po ganun eh. Tanging sila lang po yung nakakaalam ano ang itatanong sa inyo among dito. Kaya ako nabuo itong interview na ito, itong mga tanong na to, based po sa mga batches na nahawakan ko. So, kada may tatanungin, I write it down na ito yung mga possible na itatanong na kung saan is applicable naman talaga na maging ready lang ang mga estudyante ko. Ito ang tanong, ito rin ang mga sasagot ninyo. Kasi mahirap naman na pabayaan ko lang kayo. Ako yung teacher nyo, pinabayaan ko. Alam ko na mayroong interview. I let you, di ba? I let the tester call you. Then, ano yung sasagot ko rito? Ngayon, I am guiding you para at least, pa isang tawag lang sa inyo, alam nyo agad ang isasagot. Naintindihan po?
Yes po.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you po. What are the tasks during your online class? Discussion, quizzes, answer niyo LMS. What are the tasks during face-to-face? This is your own answer. Ano ba ang pinaggagawa natin during your face-to-face class? Did we do something? Did you
Yes.
bake?
Yes, ma'am.
Bakit ko sinasabi to? Kasi some other schools, I don't know, ano bang eskwelahan yon, they had only 1 to 2 training, face-to-face. The question is, to that two days face-to-face, clear ba doon sa estudyante kung ano yung gagawin during assessment? You know, in the online class is the foundation, right? Diniscuss sa inyo the theory for that online. Then for the face-to-face, this is the actual of the theory. Kung isang beses ko lang kayo paglulutuin, the question is, kaya bang gawin ng estudyante to during assessment? Kakayanin nyo bang magluto ng dinner roll kung isang beses lang tayo magluluto? O isang beses lang tayo magpe-face-to-face, ha? Gawin nyo na lahat itong mga ipagagawa ko. Ito lang yung, maggawa lang kayo ng cake, tsaka magawa lang po kayo ng dinner roll. Tapos noon, ipapa-schedule na namin kayo. Siguro bilang tayo after 20 days. Assessment nyo na. In that one day, do you think kaya nyo siyang gawin during assessment? Hindi, di ba? Kung ikaw tatanungin ko, Sir Salarson, sa isang beses ba? Isang beses ko lang kayo pagkandakin. Tapos assessment na. Kakayanin ba?
Hindi po. Hindi po, ma'am.
Hindi. Based on our experience, lalo na kung ini-introduce pa lang sa inyo paano gawin to. Paano magmasa? Bakit may window pane? Bakit kailangan mong gamitin yung ganitong paraan pagtitiklop natin ng dinerol? Diba? Tinuro ko kung paano magiging maganda yung loob ng dinerol.
Yes, ma'am.
Diba? Nung binuksan natin yung dinerol, maganda yung loob. So, yun yung procedure at mga step-by-step na kailangan ituro sa inyo para maganda ang presentation ng binebake ninyo. Maintindihan po?
Opo.
Yes po.
Okay, next. Did the school or the trainer ask for any payment? Nanghingi po ba ako sa inyo ng bayad? Nanghingi po ba ang GIST ng kahit na anong pera?
Wala po.
Or
Wala po,
payment?
ma'am. Wala po.
Pag tinanong, may pinabili ba sa inyo? Meron. The question is, yung ipinabili ko ba sa inyo na, kailangan meron kayong hairnet, meron kayong face mask, meron kang lalagyan. Kanino po ba napunta yun?
Sa amin.
Amin po.
Or sa inyo?
Amin po.
Amin din po.
Diba? Sino ang nag-benefits doon? Kasi pinabili kayo
Kami
nito
po.
for presentation. Para maging maganda ang itsura ng binake ninyo. Ayoko naman na, sige para mura lang, para kasi bawal nga kayong gumastos. I-ano na lang natin yan, plastic na malabo. Where is the presentation? Bawat topic natin sa core competency, there is the present a dessert. Sa plastic na malabo, ma'am, merong present a dessert. Gumawa ka ng cake, nag-decorate ka, ang ganda pa ng ginilagay mong mga dekorasyon sa cake. Binalot mo sa plastic na malabo. Ano ang ini-expect mong? Pag nakita yun ng anak mo, ng asawa mo, naka-plastic na malabo yung cake, inabot mo. Ito yung ginawa namin ngayon. Ano itinuro ng teacher mo sa inyo? Bakit ganyan ang itsura? Yun yung masasabi na, bakit ganyan? Ito naman ang itsura niyan kanina eh. Wala kasi akong lalagyanan eh. For take out ng cake eh. Diba? Ang ibig kong sabihin, itinuro sa inyo na dapat may present a dessert, tapos hindi natin siya in-apply during your face-to-face. So ibig sabihin, bilang teacher ninyo, may pagkukulang ako. Naintindihan ko?
Yes, ma'am.
Yun kasi yung nagiging point natin. Kung i-discuss mo siya during theory, you need to apply it also during the face-to-face class. Hindi yun gusto ko lang kayong pagastusin o umaarte lang ang teacher ninyo kaya nagpapabili siya ng lalagyan, nagpapabili ng pandekorasyon. Kasi gusto po na matuto kayo. Naintindihan po?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes po.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so next natin. Location of your training center. GIST, Calento. The question is, nag-training ba talaga kayo? Yun ang tanong eh, nag-training ba talaga kayo? Oo o hindi?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes po.
Yes. Mag-bake po talaga kayo, tama po ba?
Yes po. Opo, ma'am.
Ma'am, tama po.
Okay, so next natin, Kin talaga. Can you give at least 3 name of your classmate? 3 pangalan ng classmate ninyo. O mag-alam-alamin na ninyo kung sa inyo yung mga classmate ninyo. Kasi may listahan din ng TESDA niyan, sino yung mga classmate ninyo per batches. Kaya dapat inaalam na ninyo, ma'am, sino pa talaga yung mga ka-groups namin? Tignan nyo sa GC natin, sino yung mga classmates ninyo. List down 3 names of your classmates. Hindi pwedeng ang pangalan lang sabi natin kung ano yung pangalan niya sa GC. If you want, dun sa batches natin tuwing may luto, mag-list down na kayo ng pangalan doon. Kasi pag nandito tayo sa ating Zoom, halo ito ng batch 3 at batch 4. Wherein kung kayo ay nandito sa batch ng training natin, malalaman mo kung sino ba yung mga kabatch mo. Batch 3 ka, o sige, ano bang pangalan mo? At least you write it down, at least 10 names of your classmates. Para at least hindi ka naman, baka mamaya hindi lang pala 3 ang kailangang pangalan ng classmate mo. So, you are ready. Mahirap na po kasi na hindi ko kayo mababack up kung tinawagan kayo. Naintindihan po? Next is sino ang inyong assessor? Hindi ko masasagot yan. Ang makakasagot po niyan ay kayo during your assessment. Who is your test the representative? Tatandaan yan. What is the result of your assessment? Competent ba or not yet competent? Next natin, where is your assessment center? Yun ang tanong. Saan ba ang assessment center ninyo? Next is, tatanungin kayo kailan ang birthday mo at ano ang edad mo. Di ba meron kayong pinipill upan doon na registration form? Pina-forward namin yon. Then meron pang, okay po, then meron pa pong registration form, then meron pong application form. So, doon po nila binabase yon. Then may pina-forward pa po kaming soft copy ng information ninyo. So, ang TESDA po is doon po sila bumabase sa mga sasabihin ninyong information. Then, ano ang training or kailan ang training duration? Training duration and then date of your training is the same. That is August 11 to September 13 po ba?
Yes,
Yes,
po.
ma'am.
Yes,
You
po,
need to
ma'am.
count it 27 days. I guess that is 27 days, right? Okay, clear tayo sa interview. Baka may tanong pa po, paki-raise your hands na po. Wala po? Klaro to sa inyo?
Ma'am,
Representative.
O,
sorry
Yes
po.
po.
Yung test the representative po, si Miss Maria Teresa. Tama po ba?
hindi po, sir. Si test the representative po, kung mag-assessment, for example, dito po kayo mag-assessment sa TESDA, ay dito sa JST. Ngayon, may pupunta po doon na ako ang assessor, may ID siya, nakalagay. Assessor po siya. Siya yung magkakandak ng assessment sa inyo para mabigyan kayo ng National Certificate, NC2. Yun yung tinatawag natin na si assessor magbibigay sa inyo ng NC2 certificate kung kayo ay makakapasa. Bigyan niya kayo ng competent and then ipaprocess po yun. Magkaka-receive kayo ng, meron na po kasi ngayong soft copy ng certificate ng NC2 and then meron din pong hard copy na i-issue sa inyo. Next po, sino si TESDA representative? TESDA representative, siya po ang ipinapadala ng TESDA from TESDA Pamamarisan. Siya may dala ng dokumento na kung saan po is ito ang gagamitin para kayo ay markahan ng assessor. Ayun yung tinatawag, yun ang tinatawag natin na sabihin natin assessor's guide, may mga ganun po yun. Rating sheet, yun yung mga attendance sheet, rating sheet. Doon po naka-indicate at doon checkan kung kayo ay competent, not yet competent. Then, nakasagot po ba kayo sa interview? Doon din po niya yun checkan, yes or no. Then, may pasasagutan din po sa inyo na self-assessment guide or SAG. Lahat po kayo noon ay mag-checklist. Merong nakalagay doon, can I measure the ingredients? Yes or no. Pag check kayo sa self-assessment guide at may isa kayong no, you are not capable to take the assessment. Bakit? Kasi kulang pa ang alam mo. Pero kung lahat po ng sa self-assessment guide ay chinekan mo, you are qualified to undergo the assessment. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you po.
Okay po. So, ma'am, paano po namin masasagot yung mga tanong? Dito po sa training natin ngayon, o dito sa Zoom class natin ngayon, malalaman po natin yung mga magiging sagot sa tanong. Naintindihan po? Just wait for a while po saglit lang kasi meron akong kakausapin saglit na student. Okay po, nakausap na pala sila sa labas. Okay, we're going to proceed with our discussion for the baking basic. Natatandaan pa to, right? Okay, so ang tanong ay, dadaanan na lang po natin ito. All baked products need most or all of these basic ingredients. Tama naman po. Lahat po daw ng baked product natin ay merong harina, may pampaalsa, merong fats and oils, may sweetener, may other ingredients. Next natin. Ang harina daw po, it provide the structure. So, ibig sabihin, pag binuksan mo yung tinapay, binuksan mo yung pie, binuksan mo yung cream puff, ito, ang pinaka-structure o bumubuo dun sa ating baked product ay harina. Okay? Kaya lang po, nagkakaiba-iba ang uri ng harina, depende po doon sa protein content nito. So, sabi natin dito, pag mataas ang protein at ito po ay nalagyan mo ng saktong tubig na kailangan ng harina, it will create gluten. As you look at to this one, na kapag hinila mo siya, hindi ka mag-window pane. You are showing the gluten you are being formed during the process ng pagmamasa mo or pagninid mo ng dough. The leavening agent, the air, unang-una, we are introducing air through creaming fats, sifting flour, beating butter, and whipping egg white. Next is for the leavening agent, we have here the steam. When large amount of water and high heat are present, when water turns to steam and product rises. The steam leaves a cavity in product, great for filling. So, ano yung sinasabing cavity? So, as you look at to this one, malaki siya, right? Pero there is a cavity, ito yung sinasabing cavity, yung loob po nitong pinakatinapay na to, that is the cavity na kung saan is pwede mong ipop dyan yung filling. So, syempre, hindi nyo siya ma-imagine today, pero as we bake cream puff, I'm going to show you the so-called cavity that we created during the process ng pagbe-bake natin ng pastry. For the leavening agent number 3, we have here the chemical, which is the chemical number 1 po ng leavening agent is the baking soda. Next is the baking powder. For the leavening agent natin, na pang-apat, we have here the microscopic plant that produce quickly, which is the yeast. Pero hindi natin siya mai-activate or hindi siya mag-reproduce quickly kung hindi natin mamimit yung mga kailangan niya. Hindi natin siya binigyan ng sugar and flour or ng sugar itself. Hindi natin siya nabigyan ng sapat na init kasi needs moisture and needs warm. Hindi mo siya nabigyan. Binigyan ko siya ng tubig pero hindi po siya umalsa. So that seems to be the problem na na-encounter natin sa paggawa ng ubi cheese, right? Natatandaan po ba?
Yes po.
Yes. So, yung moisture at warmness na kailangan ng yeast, kailangan nandun. So, ma'am, okay lang bang hawakan namin yung tubig? Just for you to feel it kung mainit ba siya o hindi? Yes. You need to feel it to yourself. Kung ayaw mo siyang hawakan sa loob ng tasa, just get a spoon and then feel the water if this water is warm or hot. So alam niyo yung warmness na sinasabi ko, kapag nagtimpla ka ng kape, buo-buo yung toppers ng kape. That is yung sinasabi nating warmness. O yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na dapat ang tubig lang is tubig lang na para sa baby. Maligamgam. Hindi siya yung maligamgam na pangligo. Kasi mainit pa yun eh. Maligamgam siya na may konting init lang talaga. Next is give off carbon dioxide as it grows. So, bakit po ba natin dinidigas ang dough? Bakit natin dinidigas ang dough? Para po hindi umasim ang dough natin. Dinidigas natin para palabasin natin yung alin? Palabasin natin yung carbon dioxide na na-form during the time na nag-ferment tayo ng dough. Clear?
Yes po.
Okay. For the sweetener natin, the sugar, it adds or it gives sweetness. It helps the baked product to be brown. It helps baked product remain tender. Okay, so ang ating white sugar, so anong makukuha natin dito? We could have the sucrose. For the dextrose, sucrose component. For the fructose, this comes from the fruit sugar. Lactose, milk sugar. Corn syrup comes from cornstarch. Molasses, sugar byproduct. Brown sugar, white sugar plus molasses, and then powdered sugar, white sugar ground to fine powder. Ma'am, what if I don't have the powdered sugar or I cannot afford to buy powdered sugar? I only have here with me the table sugar or the white sugar. You could create your own powdered sugar by adding, for example, 1 cup po ng, they call this one sugar, and then pwede mo siyang i-food processor together with cornstarch. Then you could create the powdered sugar. So, na-experience kong gumawa niyan, hindi kasi talaga siya pwedeng through blender. You could use the food processor para mag-ground into perfect powdery ang, sabihin natin, ang white sugar plus cornstarch. Kasi kung walang cornstarch, magtutubig din siya, parang basa-basa rin yung sugar. Kasi during the time that I teach, sabi natin, senior high, so naka-online lang kami, so kailangan mong ituro, ma'am, wala po akong mabiling powdered sugar na ganito lang ang kailangan. Kasi didip niya lang naman yung, what you call this one, crinkles. So small amount lang yung kailangan niya. Hindi kailangan yung malaking box. So, siya may sugar siyang available. So, tinuruan na lang kung paano i-convert yung sugar and cornstarch into powdered sugar. Next. Yes po, ma'am.
Ma'am, ano po yung ratio nung yung sugar at saka cornstarch?
Isi-send ko na lang po mamaya sa GC natin yung ratio para makakreate po kayo ng powdered sugar. Okay po?
Thank you po.
Okay. Next natin, for the other ingredients, we have here egg. Ano daw ang nagagawa ng itlog? It adds color, it wraps air to help with leavening, hold baked product together, and also add flavor and richness, and adds tenderness and texture. Okay, for the fats and oil. Okay, for the fats and oil, it coats gluten to keep it from becoming overdeveloped. It adds richness and flavor to baked product. It helps keep baked product to be tender. So, ang fats and oils natin, those are the butter, the shortening, the oil, and the margarine. Okay, saan daw po gawa ang butter? Gawa po siya from cow's milk. Ang shortening or lard is gawa po siya sa fats of or animal fats. And then, ang ating oil is gawa daw po siya sa oil extract, seed extract. And then, ang ating margarine is plant extract. Tandaan nyo po yan maigi, ano po? Next natin, for the other ingredients, again, we have here the seasoning. Anong nagagawa nito? It adds flavor and, of course, color to the baked product. For the salt, it stimulates taste buds and to taste other flavor. So for the extract, it adds flavor, spices, extract, chocolate, nuts, and fruits. When preparing baked goods, it is also important to understand some basic about baking process. Ano yun? The oven temperature, the pans, the placement in the oven, the timing, pulling and removing from the pans. The baking process for the oven temperature, when baking a lead product, use exact temperature in the recipe. Pag sinabing lead product, ito yung pine-ferment. Okay, during the baking, product rises. During the time na nagbe-bake kayo, napansin niyo po ba na umangat yung inyong mga, di ba sabihin natin, i-rest natin to for 45 minutes. Yung dineral ninyo umangat, right? Okay, so tapos sabi ko sa inyo, for another 10 minutes, nung naipaning na natin ito, another 10 minutes, and then cook it for about 15 to 20 minutes. So, nag-double pa rin po yung sizes ng iyong baked product. And then for the crust, pagka nakasalang naman sa oven, the crust heat. Then moisture evaporate and then the crust dries. Okay, for the placement in the oven, the pan must place in the oven so that air can circulate freely. For the one in the center, for the two, separate rocks opposite side. So as you look at to this picture, sa tatlo, ganyan ang position niya sa oven. Pag apat, ganito naman po. The timing, be sure to use a timer. Gaano kahalaga ang timer? Para maluto ng tama or eksakto po yung binibake mo. Pero kung ang iyong oven po ay, meron ako mga narinigan during the time na nagluluto, ma'am, bakit ganun? Wala pang 5 minutes, luto na to. Yan po yung nangyayari kung wala po alauna, alauna ng hapon, bukas na yung oven, then nagsalang ka ng alas 4. So nung nagsalang ka ng alas 4, what do you think would be the temperature inside the oven? So, ibig sabihin, mainit na yung oven natin. That's why, kung magta-timer ka niyan, saglit lang. Naintindihan? Kasi yung preheating mo, natapos na hindi ka na nag-preheating eh. Continuous na yung init niya dun sa loob ng oven. That's why, kung continuous ang open ng yung oven, mainit na siya, babantayan mo na lang yung baked product mo at mahirap yung bukas-sara yung oven. Next natin, pulling and removing from pan. Allow cake to cool about 10 minutes before removing from the pan. So, sa Swiss roll, kailangan po Swiss roll at saka yung inyong okay po. So, sa Swiss roll at saka po sa tart, kailangan po is i-remove na natin. Or sa lahat ng pinapabake ko, hindi ko na inaantay yung 10 minutes. Kasi nga, kailangan matanggal na sila, lalo na yung tart saka yung Swiss roll. Yung Swiss roll, antimano, paglabas sa oven, tanggalin na agad siya sa pan, then i-roll na. Bakit po? Kasi yung pagiging makunat nung tinapay, habang mainit siya nandoon. So, kung malamig na po yung ating cake, ating Swiss roll, at nirolyo mo po ito, magkakahati-hati po ito. Naintindihan po si Ma'am Jubel? So, kung mainit pa yon, yung pagiging flexible po ng cake nandun. Next natin, what are the kinds of flours? So, ito po yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na iba-iba ang uri ng harina, depende din po sa protein content nito. Ang all-purpose flour has at least 10 to 12% protein content. It is made from blend of hard and soft wheat flour. Good for making cakes, cookies, breads and pastries. For the bread flour, it has 12 to 14% protein content and is made from hard wheat flour. The high gluten content causes the bread to rise and give it shape and structure. Comes in white, whole wheat, organic, bleached, and unbleached. Good for making breads and some pastries. For the cake flour, it has 6 to 8% protein content and it's made from soft wheat flour. Good for making cakes, especially white cakes and biscuits and cookies where a tender and delicate texture is desired. Ang cake flour natin, hindi siya nakaka-create ng gluten. Bakit? Because masyado pong mababa yung protein content nito. Pag tinanong kayo, ano ba ang pinagkaiba-iba, Miss Janice, ng harina? Anong pinagkaiba ng harina? Katulad ng cake flour kay all-purpose flour. So dapat alam ninyo anong pinagkaiba-iba. Tandaan ninyo ano ang pinagkaiba-iba ng harina sa bawat isa kasi tinatanong ito sa oral questioning. Next natin. Next slide. For the measuring ingredients. So, tatlo yung measuring equipment natin. We have the liquid measuring cup. We have here the measuring spoon. This one is the measuring spoon and this one is the dry measuring cup. Naintindihan po ba?
Yes po.
Okay. Next, liquid measuring cup are clear and have a spout for pouring liquid like milk, oil, water, or orange juice. Measuring liquid, never hold the measuring cup up to read. It should be read at eye level from a level countertop. Ito yung countertop. So ito, this is a very wrong. Sabi, never hold the measuring cup up to read. It should be read at eye level from a level countertop. Before pouring the liquid, the measure marks on the side of the measuring cup. Point to the measuring marks and then pour your liquid to the proper measuring marks. Kung ito po yon, kung nandito yon, tsaka may buhos. Next is for the dry measuring cup are used to measure dry, moist, and solid ingredients. So, pag tinanong po kayo, bigyan mo nga ako ng 5 uri ng dry ingredients at 5 uri ng liquid ingredients. So, ang asukal po ay ina-identify as liquid ingredients. Tandaan po ang asukal ay ina-identify as liquid ingredients dahil ito ay gawa sa the sugar is made from tubo. Pero ang ginagamit natin pang measure dito ay yung ating dry. Kasi the sugar, the white sugar, the brown sugar is being processed para maging dry sila. Pero they are both made from tubo. Next is there are 4 sizes of dry measuring cup. Bukod dyan, meron pang 1/8. Some of the measuring cup may 1/8 pa. Okay, 1 cup, 1/2 cup, 1/3, may 2/3 pa, may 1/4, and may 1/8. Okay, you often need to combine several cups to measure amounts such as 3/4, which is 1/2 cup and 1/4 cup. So ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo that you need to convert. You need to learn how to convert. Ma'am, paano po yun? 1/2 cup yung kailangan ko. Ang meron lang po ako dito, isang 1/2 teaspoon, tapos meron po ako ditong 1/2 cup, tapos meron akong, sabihin na lang natin, 1/8. Paano ang gagawin ko? So, ang pinag-usapan natin is, marunong ka bang mag-convert? If you know how to convert, madali na sa'yo yung minsan nag-iisip ka, ay, kailangan ko dito ay 3 3/4 cup po ng sugar. So, ilan pong cup ang kailangan mo? So, yun yung napaka-importante at napakalaga. Measuring spoon are used to measure measure small amount of any type of ingredients. Next, there are 4 sizes of measuring spoon. 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoon, 1/8 teaspoon. So ano po ba sukat nito? So balikan po natin. Ang 1 cup po ng liquid, 1 cup ng liquid po ay equivalent sa 240 ml, milliliter. 240 ml. Pagdating naman po natin sa dry, 250 grams. Pagdating naman po natin dito sa ating teaspoon, ilan po ba raw ang sukat nito? Ang 1 teaspoon, ang katumbas po nito ay 15 ml or 15 grams. Ang 1 teaspoon, katumbas po ito ng 5 grams or 5 ml. Ang 1/2 teaspoon, ano ang katumbas nito? 2.5. Ang 1/4 teaspoon, katumbas po ito ng ano? Kalahati po ng 2.5 ay ilan? 1.25 grams or ml. Pag 1/8, ilan po? Ilan ang kalahati nitong 1.25? 0.5 plus point na po yun. Kaya nga po ang sinasabi ko sa inyo, kapag kailangan nyo ng 1/8 teaspoon, is just a matter of pinch. Next, measuring dry ingredients. Always use dry nested measuring cup to measure dry ingredients such as flour and sugar. Measuring dry ingredients. Use a spatula with a straight edge to level up dry ingredients in the dry measuring cup. Measuring flour. Flour tend to pop in the canister, so it is good to stir or whisk it before measuring. Sifting is also required before measuring flour for some recipes. Some ingredients are not liquid nor are they dry. They are moist. Moist ingredients are things such as butter, peanut butter, mayonnaise, yogurt, and shortening. Moist ingredients should be packed into the measuring cup and leveled with the straight edge spatula to be accurate. So if this is ito yun, pinakabibig ng measuring, so kailangan po meron kang spatula para ma-level. For the solid ingredients, so as you look at this one, we have here different solid ingredients. Like the raisin, chocolate chips, chops, onion, chopped nuts, blueberries, and sliced celeries. Okay, so remember, accurate measuring is your key to success when following the recipe. Okay, so ito na po yung measuring ingredients worksheet. So we're not going to answer this one. For the petit four, okay, so stop lang po ah. Nakikita po ba yung sinishow ni Ma'am Jobel?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, a petit four, small confectioner generally eaten at the end of the meal or served as part of dessert. The name is from French, petit four or petit four meaning a small oven. A petit four should be small. They are often made into a different shape. They are delicate, crisp, fresh, attractive, light, and designed to be swallowed in just 1 to 2 mouthful. Ibig sabihin, 1 hanggang 2 kagat lang. Ano po yan, Ma'am Nanette Dagot?
Excuse lang po. Hindi po gumagalaw yung screen mo, ma'am.
Hindi po gumagana? Hindi po nakikita?
Yes, ma'am.
Ang kita lang po yung PowerPoint.
Okay. Ayan po, nakikita po.
Yes,
Yes
ma'am.
po.
Okay na po, ma'am. Salamat po.
Okay, so it is prepared from a variety of ingredients. They are usually small pieces that have been baked. So what are the different kinds or types of petit four? We have here the ice petit four. Ice petit four are small bite-sized cakes with a thin coating or glaze. Next, we have here the iced petit four. Our iced petit four are small bite-sized cakes with a thin coating or of glaze, typically fondant, which is applied at the end of the production process. The sale or salted, savory bite-sized appetizer usually served at cocktail parties or buffet. These are mga savory type ng, alam niyo parang siyang canapé. Sa canapé is a small decorative bread type na kung saan there is some of the mayo topped with cheese or topped with hot dogs. So it's the same with the sale. Next, we have here the sec or the dry. So as you look at the picture, these are the examples of sec or dry petit four. As give you examples like a dewberry cookies. That is one example of sec or dry petit four. For the fresh petit four, also called petit four, fresh or fresh or moist, filled with pastry creams and often topped with the fresh fruits, miniature eclairs, and cream puff. So it's you can create a fresh petit four like on this coming when would be that date ng paggawa ng cake ninyo. So let me first check. Going to meet our 5, parang 5 or 6. 7 po, online ulit tayo. Then, on 5, institutional ng 6. 5 po gagawa na kayo ng cake. Question. 5 gagawa po kayo. You could bring also fresh fruits if you want. Like sabihin natin, meron kang mangga dyan sa bahay. Pwede mong dalhin para pang-decorate mo ng cake mo. Like you're going to make your own mango bravo. It's up to you. Wag lang po yung mga masyadong basa talaga yung inyong yung saging, wag po kayo magdadala nun kasi hindi siya magandang ipang-decorate. Kasi nangingitim po yun. Next po. For the kinds of base petit four, we have here the cake, shortbread, pastry, sponge. Filling and flavor for iced petit four, we have jam. So look at this one. Ganache, buttercream. Do you have any question? How do you present a dessert? For what do we mean by dessert? Dessert is a course that concludes the main meal. The course usually consists of a sweet food and beverage such as dessert wine or liqueurs, but may include coffee, cheese, nuts, or other savory items. In some parts of the world, such as much of the Central and Western Africa, there are no tradition of a dessert course to conclude a meal. That was in Central and Western Africa. The term dessert can apply to the main confections such as cake, tart, cookies, biscuit, gelatin, pastries, ice creams, pies, pudding, custard, and sweet soup. The word dessert originated from the French word desservir, meaning to clear the table. So again, ang dessert daw po came from the French word desservir, meaning to clear the table. So we have here the plated dessert. A plated dessert presentation or simply plated dessert are desserts that are served by an establishment such as restaurant, resort, or dessert cafe after it is ordered by. For components of plated dessert, we have here the main item, the sauces, the crunch components, and of course the garnish. For the main items, is the dessert itself. Okay? It should never be so large that is overwhelmed. Hindi siya pwedeng yung gusto natin malaking slice ng cake, hindi ganon. If you're going to plate the dessert, sapat lang sa plato. Kung sakto lang sa plato, as in, ganun lang po. The sauces, a plated dessert should have up to 2 sauces, but if tastefully approached, more can be used. Sauce is very important for dry items like pies and cakes, but a sauce can add 2. Wait. Let's move on to the crunch component. The crunch component is exactly how it sounds. Yung sabihin natin, alam niyo yung crunch components is how it sounds. Diba pag kumagat ka ng wafer, kumagat ka ng stick-o, there's a crunch sounds that you're going to hear. So yun yung sinasabi na crunch component. It adds the flavor, right? Tama po, it adds the flavor. It also adds the, ano pa po, yung itsura po, dinadagdagan niya, it enhances the dessert itself. Okay, this is especially important to soft dessert like custard and ice cream. So usually, di ba, meron kayo mabibiling ice cream overload. Top with wafer, top with, what they call this one? Yung mga pretzel. Nakatap din siya dun sa ibabaw ng ice cream. For the garnish is the final components of a plated dessert. Common garnish includes the fresh mint, powdered sugar, the chocolate piping fruits, chocolate and sugar will work. For the type of dessert, we have the baked dessert, fried dessert, frozen dessert, and the chilled dessert. So far, do you have any question, dear scholar? Ma'am Carmelea, nakita ko yung name nyo. So may I ask you po na kung makakapunta kayo today sana para makapag-fill up ng inyong attendance sheet and of course, makapag-fill up po ng inyong voucher. Yes po ma'am, Revy?
Ma'am,
Yes
ano
po,
po
ma'am,
ang
makakapunta po.
pwedeng dalhin fruits na pang-decorate ng cake?
Ano po, any fruits po na pwede ninyong dalhin. Wag lang saging kasi ma'am nangingitim siya.
Saging lang po ang scent.
Opo, any fruits po, strawberry. It's up to you. Basta yung gagamitin lang naman natin dito is the simple butter icing.
Okay, thank you.
Opo, any gusto mo sabi natin, gusto nyo pong gumawa ng anything po na dun sa cake ninyo, you're going to bring it home po eh. That's why you're not going to leave any cakes here po. That's why I am asking you to decorate your cakes na gusto nyo talagang itsura ng cake nyo. You're going to bring it home. Kaya gusto ko may box as in. Ganun po. Kung anong gusto mo na itsura ng cake mo, Swiss roll mo. But yung Swiss roll nyo is just small lang po. Yun lang yung itsura niya. And of course, the petit four, yung sinasabi ko nga, kung ano yung design mo ng cake, hindi na pwedeng lumayo si Swiss roll tsaka si B3-B4 doon. Para isa na lang po yung presentation na gagawin ninyo. Kumbaga magkakaduktong siya. Sa isang recipe ko, you're going to make your own full cake, Swiss roll, and then your B3-B4. So hahatiin natin. Para lang siyang minimalist cake. Do you know, yung parang small cake lang. 5x4 or 5x3 lang yung sukat po nung inyong cake. So kahit sino po sa inyo, you could bring your own po. Ano yung kaya po kaya ng bulsa ninyo na mabili ninyo pang dekorasyon ng cake ninyo. But dito po sa akin kasi, I also have here some cookies. I'm going to try yung akin po kasi hindi high-ended yung mga ingredients ko rito. Sinasabi ko naman po, kasi nga, of course, we need to budget po the ingredients. I also have here some pretzel, pero yung hindi siya yung mga, sabi natin, mamahalin. Okay, pangmasa yung mga ingredients na binibili ko. Sprinkles, chocolate chips, mallows, malaking mallows, maliit na mallows, ano pa ba? Yung mga, titignan ko kung makakabili din po si ma'am ng beads na pang-decorate doon. Pero kung ma'am, wala po akong pambili, kung ano yung available dito, pwedeng yun po ang gamitin mo. Naintindihan po, pero kung mayroon kang pambili, may available sa bahay, mga sabi natin, ma'am, gusto ko lang chocolate lang po, nips. Pwede naman po yun. Gusto mo merong, alam niyo po yung may laman sa loob pag hinati yung cake. You could do that to your cake. Yung may nips sa loob, may uso po yun, tama po. Pero yung cake ko po ay hindi po sa chocolate. Hindi po pwedeng baguhin na kung ano ang gusto mong flavor, like mocha, butter, hindi po. So, ang akin pong cake na ituturo is only a vanilla. Okay, so pag sinabi ko, magkikake na po tayo sa 5, wag po kayong magpagod. Kasi po, papagodin ko kayo dito. Bakit? Hindi po kayo gagamit ng mixer. Sorry naman, kasi gusto ko lang matuto po ang estudyante ko. Okay po ba yon? So, kung wala na po kayong question, may I proceed po. Saan na ba yung tape ko? Next ko pong i-discuss, how do you lift the items? Tinatanong din po ito ni Tesda. Proper lifting of items, i-demonstrate nyo yan. Bahala na po kayo kung paano siya i-demonstrate. Paano po ba ito? First things do before lifting the box. Similar loads to estimate the weight. So sabi natin is, paano daw po mag-lift the items? Diba? Don't bend your, diba sabi natin, don't bend your waist, stand still to identify muna kung ito po bang gamit daw po ay ikaw mismo titignan mo. Mabigat ba to o hindi? And then, mag-i-squat ka. Bend your knee. Diba? Sabi natin ganyan, bend your knee, don't bend your waist and back. Then, carefully pick up the luggage close to your body. Kung paano ka nagbuhat pa taas, ganun din yung pagbuhat mo, ay ganun din yung pagbaba ang gagawin mo dun sa items. Naintindihan po? Diba? Parang sabi natin, bend your knee, ano tawag natin ito? How are you going to handle the luggage? So as you look at to this one, you need to demonstrate. Kung hindi naman pina-demonstrate, you're going to discuss it and how are you going to lift the items. Clear tayo dito. Then let's move on to the oral questioning. What is a straight dough method? What is a straight dough method? It is a direct dough method or single process, a single mix process. So pag sinabi natin straight dough method, sa isang bowl, nandito na po lahat yung mga ingredients na gagamitin mo. Then hahaluin mo na lang siya. So that is the so-called straight dough method. Pag sinabi natin na sponge dough method, the two-step bread method. So ibig sabihin, ito yung para dun sa dry ingredients, ito yung para sa liquid ingredients. Okay, ilagay mo muna rito yung yeast. binuhay mo si yeast. Tapos ito na yung ingredients mo na isa, pinagmix mo si yeast. Okay, kasi pinerment natin si yeast, di ba? Nilagay mo ngayon si yeast dito kay dry ingredients, hinalo mo. That is the sponge dough method. Ulit, si straight dough method, sa isang lalagyanan, nilagay mo lahat ng ingredients doon. Then, hinalo mo. Pag sinabi naman natin sponge dough method, this is the two-step bread method. Next po natin. What are the different kinds of flour? Are the different kinds of flour? All-purpose flour, cake flour, bread flour. Magbigay kayo ng iba't ibang uri ng flour. All-purpose flour, APF is all-purpose flour, cake flour, bread flour, may wheat flour, may cassava flour. So maraming uri ng flour, but ang ginagamit ko lang po dito is the all-purpose flour and the cake flour. Question po. How should you open the egg? If you have 3 pieces, use 3 bowl or much better 4 bowl. Okay, 1 egg for egg yolk, 2 eggs for the second bowl, egg white, third bowl is the shell. How should you measure a flour? By spooning the flour into a measuring cup. Na-demonstrate ba ni Ma'am Jubel paano daw po mag-measure ng flour?
Yes po.
Yes po,
Yes
ma'am.
po.
Ba, dinemo ko na magbuhos na ganyan muna. Kuha ka ng ibang pang sandok kasi you need to spooning it to the measuring cup. What are the role of or purpose of the flour? Fat, yeast, sugar. Flour for the gluten development. Fat for shorten the gluten strand. Yeast to ripen the dough. Sugar as food of the yeast and sweetener. So, tatanungin kayo ng mga purpose nito. Pwede naman pong own answer, yes. Kung paano mo naintindihan lahat ng itinuro ko sa inyo, yun po yung i-apply ninyo. What is the different o ano ang pinagkaiba ng extract? This is a different extract to flavor emulsion. Flavor is alcohol-based, while the extract is oil-based. How to know if you beaten the egg white to peak? The egg white is stable and stay up even when you move it in a different direction. So makikita nyo po ito. Tindihan po. So makikita nyo po ito kapag tayo po ay gumawa na ng mirang. Next, can you give the different type of shortening? Butter is from cow's milk. Margarine is plant extract. Lard is from animal fats. Oil, seed extract. What is the importance of pan size? Gaano ka-importante yung pan size? Importante ba to? Mahalaga ba to? Mahalaga sa for the reason po na kung masyadong madami yung mixture mo at pinagkasya mo siya sa pan, pwede po itong mag-expand at tumapon sa oven or maluto yung side lang ng baked product mo, yung gitna ay hilaw. So that is the importance of pan size ha. So nakadepende sa sukat ng pan mo, yung maluluto mo. And then, nakadepende rin dun sa pan size mo kung ganong kalaki yung maluluto at maipiprepare mo na cake or tinapay. Depende, ano ba ang binibake mo? Ano ang iluluto mo? Why we preheat or why do we preheat? So the oven is in the correct temperature required in baking the product and nasa-sanitize po ang ating oven. Okay, so tayo po ay nagpi-preheat para ma-sanitize ang po ang ating oven. Okay, para ma-correct natin ang temperature required bago tayo magsalang. So, di ba may requirements tayong 180 to 350 degree Fahrenheit? Then how long should you preheat? We need to preheat for about 15 to 30 minutes. How do you carry heavy loads? So ito na, you need to bend your knee, carry the load, then lift it. How should you portion the dough? By weight, by scoop, by count. By weight, titimbang. By scoop, 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cups, 1/2 cup. Then by count, 2 itlog, 3 itlog, 4 na itlog. Next natin, how do you check for the doneness of any baked product? By checking of your baked product using cake tester. What is the difference of tart to tartlette or pie? What I mean is pie. So ang pinagkaiba nila, yung tart is a small size, bite size. At least 1 to 2 bites. Pagka sinabi natin pie pa, kasi change ko to. Pag review ulit natin on 7, maayos na po yung ating discussion. Kasi ito nga, yung tartlets, that is a small. Yung tart, what I mean is pie, kinakat ng 4. Okay? Kinakat ito ng 4, kinakat ito ng 8. That is a pie. Pero pag sinabi natin na tart, small. So ang gagawin nyo po ay tart. Pag sinabing gagawa ako ng tart, yun yung maliit lang po. Maliit lang siya na egg tart. At least yung ganito lang, nahawakan nyo. Pag kinagat mo siya, pwede 1 subo or 2 subo. Do you have any question po, dear scholar?
Wala po.
Okay, kung wala na po tayong katanungan, tapos na po ang ating discussion today. Kindly open your cam so I could have the picture with you. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Smile po. Next po. Next slide. 1, 2, 3. Picture. Ano po? Okay, so okay na po ang ating klase today. Permission to leave. Yes po, Ma'am Tina, Rukan. Ano ang tanong po?
Ma'am, na-late ako ng pasok.
Opo, ma'am. Nag-send na po ako ng recorded natin sa mga GC. Pakitignan na lang po. Pwede pong balikan ito. So, ulitin natin tong review natin on 7 of September. Okay po. So, maraming salamat po para sa araw na to. Permission to leave. Bye!
Thank you, ma'am. Bye po.